What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I'm here tonight with a review for Black Ink Crew Chicago. This is going to be season 6, episode number 4, and it's titled Second City. Welcome, Kitty. So, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump into the video. All right, you guys. So the episode it opens up. We see Plug and Charmaine at Second City Inc. So Plug is telling Charmaine how he wants to take her out to a ball. Charmaine thought he was saying bar. Now I couldn't quite understand what he was saying, but he wants to take her to one of the balls, like what we see on Pose, Paris is Burning, those kind of things. And then Drea comes in. Now here's the thing with Drea that I didn't agree with. It's not even really Drea. It's the crew, because Jess came in as well, and they're talking about the whole party that happened tonight, the pajama party. And I felt like they were putting most of the blame on Jess, but Jess had nothing to do with this. Jess came there to have a good time. Y'all can't blame Jess for what Zach did. Zach was the one that did the fucking fool. Zach got mad, and it wasn't even something that Drea technically did. Drea was shaking her ass, and Fly Tatter was just slapping her ass. So y'all need to place the blame on um on Zach. And Drea, she was like, that wasn't right what happened. And she also said that, she and Zach have gone on a few dates with each other. But at this point, they're still in the early stages of whatever it is. They're still getting to know each other. They're still enjoying each other's company. But they have not set a title for this right now. And that's why I say I just didn't agree with them coming at Drea the way that they were. Like, I'm like, Drea didn't do shit. It's really all on Zach. Like, why are we talking to Drea this way? It's Zach. Zach, 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 Zach. Now, they did show us some unseen footage where at the party, they were able to diffuse the situation between Zach and Fly Tatted, and it didn't go anywhere. So, that's it for that. So then we do see Ryan. So Ryan, he got his own place. His mom is there. We got 4 there, and we got Don there. And the place looked nice. Like, I'm like, shit, that is a nice ass apartment. So Ryan's mom wants him to put some photos up. And who do you think the photos are of? Him and Rachel. I'm like, why? I get it. If it was like a family photo of him and Rachel and the kids, cool. But these are photos of him and Rachel. Rachel does not live in this apartment with him. So if Ryan was to bring a chick over and they see a picture of Rachel, like, so you and your baby mama, what's up with that? Y'all together? And if he say no, then I would be like, then why do you have pictures of your baby mom here? Makes no sense. Like, zero sense whatsoever. So then we see Fly Tatted. He's talking to that other dude. I cannot think of his name. I'm going to get these people's names together sooner rather than later. But, they talking about the situation that happened at the pajama party. Once again, he's talking about how Zach is an emotional bitch. Well, you missed 2 emotional bitches last season. You got one of them, but I don't know if you've met him yet. And he had another emotional bitch that's not there anymore. Ryan and Van. So then, he's talking about how he has this case. He's on probation for he had an aggravated assault against a peace officer, and I'm just here thinking to myself like, bro, that shit was stupid that you did right there. Because I think he said his probation officer told him how lucky he is to be alive. Exactly, dude. Like, it's hard for us black men to walk around the streets. Like, you see what's happening on the news, like how cops are shooting unarmed black men all the time. And here you are arguing with a peace officer. I don't care if he don't, I don't care what it is. I don't care who was in the wrong. Do not sit here and argue with the fucking cops. Do what they say. Simple as that. Or, try to keep yourself out of trouble. Now, I know it might be hard in certain areas, but do what you can to minimize any kind of, risk. Because they shoot first to us and ask questions later. And they don't even really ask questions. They just trigger happy. Oh, I thought he had a gun. Oh, I was afraid of him. Like, I want to speak on this real. I'm gonna speak on this just like really quickly, and I'm gonna move on from it. Like, I do Uber Eats part-time. And in my area, there's a little area where, you know, niggas hang out and people order food. It's never black people who order food from the places where a lot of black people, just hang out, and which I don't understand why as black people we hang out in front of businesses if we ain't going in there and buying shit. That's neither here nor there. But they hang out. It's like a Zena's, and it's a pizza place. So I've had some Asian people buy food from there. I've had some white people buy food from places where just a lot of black people hang out. And I'm just like, if y'all are that afraid to go, and they don't live that far, like most of them live within walking distance of the places, and I'm just like, if you're that afraid of black people, are you that? I'm just like, are you that afraid of black people? 'Cause that's just the first thought that comes in my head. Are you that afraid of us? It makes no sense because I'm like, if I can walk in here, like, if you don't bother people, people won't bother you. If you bother them, then of course they're gonna bother you. But I don't want to go off on. I just went off on that little small tangent. That's it. We're back. Moving on, you guys. All right, so now let's talk about Zach and Drea once again. So Zach, he goes over to Drea's place, and he's talking about how nobody at the shop has responded to his text or his phone calls. That's to be expected. I mean, you showed your ass, and Drea's trying to explain to him like what they're thinking, and Zach is talking about how he defended her. He was defending her honor, and I'm like, so you defended her honor, but nobody disrespected her. The only person who was being disrespectful in that situation was you, my dude. Fly Tatter was not being disrespectful. If Drea felt like she was being disrespected by him slapping her ass, all Drea had to do was turn around and be like, "Yo, Fly, I ain't feeling you. I don't feel comfortable with you slapping my ass." That's what she could have did, but she didn't do that. Drea just continued to sit there and shake her ass, and he continued to slap her ass. You got jealous, you got heated, and you felt some type of way. And you said it in your green screen that you felt some type of way because she wasn't shaking her ass on you. But she said it from the jump that she wanted to keep you guys' relationship outside of the tattoo shop. That was what she said. Now, I want to go back to the first scene of the episode with Jess. So Jess, Drea was talking about how she hasn't dated anybody in 6 years. And Jess was like, why don't you try to find somebody outside of the shop? Again, why are we putting all this blame on Drea? It wasn't Drea. Drea is level-headed. Drea told Zach she wanted to keep it low-key. She wanted to keep it out of the shop because she didn't want any drama and she didn't want to have to talk about it. So for y'all to be putting this all on Drea, I think it's fucked up. But Zach cannot understand that he was acting jealous. And then so he and Drea get into a little bit of an argument with each other. But we do see that Drea and Zach had sex with each other. And he apologized to her. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. So then let's move over to Don and Ashley. So we see Don and Ashley. Ashley's getting ready to head to the salon. And Don, he's going to watch the kids for the night or whenever. And so, he's telling Ashley like, yo, so Don, not Don, so Ryan and Four, they, we all want to go out Friday night. I want to be their wingman. And Ashley was like, wingman? So you're going to be checking, she's like, so you're going to be checking out like women for them? Like, how does that work? You as a married man, like all the shit that we've been through, Don, and why did the producers have to show that scene with him and Charmaine? I'm like, wow, we have come a long way from him with Charmaine to now they all cool with Charmaine. And I just still get confused by that. How the fuck can Ashley be in the presence of Charmaine after everything that happened with Charmaine? Just don't understand it, but that's reality TV for you. Couldn't do it. What the fuck? Come on, bruh. It is after fucking midnight, and y'all niggas is walking around hard as fuck on the floor. That is bullshit. Back to the show. So I do want to point this out. I love how supportive they seem with Plug. you know, because he's walking around in the shop in heels. He has makeup on, and everybody is just making him feel welcome. And I just love that whole thing. So then we see that Fly's doing a tattoo on his dad. I just have a few questions about that whole scene right there. So there were a few scenes where you could see where the tattoo gun was not plugged in, and then that tattoo at the end of it, I was looking at it, and I was just looking at the tattoo, and I'm like, that tattoo, it doesn't look fresh. It doesn't look, it's not swollen. You don't see the blood coming from it. I'm just like, that doesn't look like, I'm just giving what I saw. Could be real. I'm gonna leave it alone, and we're gonna move on. All right, and then let's wrap this episode up. So we see Don, we see E.4, we see Ryan. They at the club, and you know he's on his matchmaker shit. So we see Ashley with her girls. So since Don is doing his wingman stuff, Ashley's gonna do her wingwoman stuff. I'm like, oh my god, petty, petty, petty. And they end up at the same club because Ashley overheard Don talking to, the guys about where they're gonna go out to. So now did anybody see? I noticed a lot of stuff in this episode. So also in that scene at the club, I think I saw Plug was at that club as well. But they all had a good time with each other. They made a joke about Ryan made a joke about Ashley and her girls looking like a broke down In Vogue. Don sent a bottle over there to her, telling her, "Do you, boo boo?" And then out of the blue, not really out of the blue, Ryan told us he had a friend coming. He invited a friend. Who was that friend? Kitty. I know Caesar somewhere like, what the fuck? So Ryan and Kitty were fucking. If they are, what? See, I didn't review Black Ink Crew New York, but my girls Ashley and Bondi reviewed it, and they pretty much said the same thing that I feel when it comes to Caesar and Kitty. Why does Caesar care about what Kitty does? You and Kitty ain't been together in how long? Like, Caesar need to get over himself. That's what Caesar need to do. So then we at the shop, we see that we're second seat eating, by the way, and we just see that they're having a good time with each other. They're talking about, has anybody ever had sex while tattooing? They talk about how long each one of them have been tattooing. Then Zach's ego comes out, and he talking about, they talking about who's the best tattooer. And like I said, Zach's big ass ego comes out, and then him and Fly Tatty get into it again. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? For Charmaine not to have wanted this to be like 9 Mag, it's slowly turning into 9 Mag. But you guys, that was the episode, so be sure to like this video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification button so you guys know when I drop anything else. Share the video, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.